just got married recently. My company's offering a 401k and hers is as a 403b, and she has an IRA, and kind of trying to figure out what these mean. And
you never know what area you need to help on or assistance on. You need the tax area to help on. You need your actually savings.
The thing that caught my attention was there was no strings attached. So no one was giving the card, no one was trying to set up an appointment for next week. So I felt like, oh, it's free advice, and on finances, who can't use that?
I learned how to invest my money so I'll be rich when I'm older.
Comprehensive financial planning is essential regardless of age or income. And it is the mission of the Certified Financial Planner Board of Standards to get that message out to as many American consumers as possible. Each year, the CFP Board sponsors a day-long financial planning clinic that is open to the public. The clinic is free, and most importantly, the advice comes with no strings attached.
We want people to feel as though they can come, have access to competent and ethical financial planning where the planner is putting the interest of the consumer before his or her own, and not have to feel as though they're going to be sold something or they're going to be recommended that they buy this policy or that mutual fund.
Is that a probate asset?
The clinic includes educational workshops.
We avoid probate.
Featuring top financial planners covering topics that range from living paycheck to paycheck to saving for college and estate planning, as well as free one-on-one access to dozens of certified financial planners covering topics as diverse as the questions consumers have.
Wills versus trusts and some of the issues that arise because my wife is not a U.S. citizen.
They spoke our language because, I'm interested in finance, but there's a lot of things that I just go right over my head. So it was really great they explained things to me, certain terms and stuff. Like they said equities, they're like meaning stocks. So that was great.
I want to be financially sound for my potential family when I do find my wife. I want to be the breadwinner. I want to make sure if I pass away or happen to not be able to provide for my family, that there's something left behind for them.
Certified financial planners are not compensated for their participation, but instead consider their volunteered time as part of their duty to help improve the financial literacy and the lives of those they meet.
It's one of those things that helps us live better. And we don't always have that information, and if I have it, I'm going to share it.
You can see from people in this room coming to give advice to consumers, it is something that helps other people. It is something that, it's like in anything, when you volunteer for a charity, you get back so much more.
And because there is absolutely no selling of services, consumers are getting genuinely unbiased financial advice.
I've been to events where you're invited to dinner or something like that, a group something, and then the person calls you every single day, at your job, at your home, at all hours, trying to set up an appointment with you, and that can be a little overwhelming. And so the no strings attached was great incentive to be able to come, and now meeting each individual person, it's been like, oh wow, I actually want to speak with this person further.
The CFP Board's role in financial planning is creating and enforcing uniform standards of competence, practice, and ethics for financial planners.
It tells the consumer that if they're doing business with a certified financial planner, that they can expect that the CFP professional is going to put the interest of the consumer in front of his or her own.
And those high standards are fully embraced by the financial planners who complete the board's initial and ongoing certification requirements.
Of course, the credo now of the Certified Financial Planner Board and the Code of Ethics is in the best interest of the client, serving as a fiduciary in that kind of a responsibility level. That's the highest level of responsibility that someone can carry towards another individual. Consumers need to be able to identify that.
These financial planning clinics are an excellent opportunity for certified financial planners to interact with the broad range of consumers and to further CFP Board's mission to educate consumers about financial planning.
Most people come in and say, how can I retire? I mean, that's a very focused issue of I want to retire in 10 years, how do I do that? So that's a prime example of a question that motivates them. But a lot of people get embarrassed on the cash flow management. And that's really a good starting point of, can you help me save more money? Can you review my living, my income, and my expenses to help determine how can I best accomplish my goals?
The Certified Financial Planner Board of Standards, creating awareness of the importance of financial planning and ensuring uniform standards of competence and ethics. We hope you'll consider taking part in our next financial planning clinic.
One of the most important things I've learned about the CFP Board of Standards is the tremendous impact it can have on so many lives through the CFP credential. Once people understand that there's a way to get good, competent, ethical advice, once they understand that there's an answer to their question, they really can change their lives forever by avoiding simple mistakes and having the courage to make smart money decisions.